Very good morning to all of you. Welcome to the video number 552. My name is Ajay Parmar and you're watching youtube.com/c/Ajay Kumar Parmar, and today I'm going to talk about the MS Access VBA project. So recently, as you know, we have started a series. If you haven't watched series 1, series 2, series 3, please go and watch those videos as well. Though they don't have any relationship with this series 4, they are all different videos, but to make you awesome in the MIS automation, a lot of you have requested that they need to actually understand the reporting concept, so I'm actually taking your queries. I'm trying to answer your queries, and whichever query I find that it can fit into this MIS automation category, I'm recording it under the MS automation, this category, this series. So welcome to the channel, and if you're new to the channel, you must note all the playlist sequence. This channel is dedicated to all those professionals, wannabe professionals who want to do extremely well in Excel VBA, Access VBA, and Outlook VBA. Okay, as on date we have these 5 categories. So this is the sequence, please note it down, and now let us go. So these are all my playlists created, 50 playlists we have on this channel, and if you want to start your training from the very scratch in the proper order, because there are so many videos, so you can follow the sequence. This is something I introduce in my all the videos. Okay, so this question was put up by one of my students from Saudi Arabia. I was taking this online classroom training, and he asked me this. He given me this project actually. So I have prepared some dummy data here. I want to give you understanding what it is, and this is very interesting. So I thought, let's go and talk about this, because this is a very the common sort of requirement in Access. You may like to use this concept in one of your projects if you know the MS Access. Okay, now for those who do not know MS Access, I know on my channel most of the time you find the videos on Excel VBA, but yes, there are videos on the Access and Access VBA also, and we will upload some more videos in the coming time. But guys, if you want to make your career in the analytics field, Excel or Excel VBA is not just the only content, the subjects which are going to help you a lot, right? Due to competition, due to so much of the automation in today's time, and also understand that in the coming time you will have more and more technology coming. You know how the world is changing every day. You have new languages, new tools coming up, right? So as far as Microsoft products are concerned, if you want to do extremely well in analytics field, you have to know the database, because Excel is not a good tool when you want to store a huge data, when you want to store data in millions. Excel cannot. Excel is going to hang up there, right? So that's why people like to go to the database where they can store a good amount of data. For example, in Access, in this MS Access, you can store up to 2 GB data, which is comparatively higher than the Excel, right? Now there's no limit to it. I mean, if you want, if you're working for any company like Amazon, Flipkart, or maybe any banking sector, the customer base is so big, then even Access is going to fail there, right? So then you have the SQL server. I mean, there's no limit to it. Okay, in fact guys, I'm not sure if you know this, but now in the Excel also, Microsoft is trying to make that Excel as a BI tool, right? I haven't started any series on that, but business intelligence tool, this is what now Excel actually is, has become over the last 3 or 5 years. Actually from 2010 they started the Power Query and the Power Pivot add-ins, the business tools, right? So now there's no basically the data challenge limit. I will be talking about that in my coming series very soon, right? But the point is, Access the database just does not have this use only because they can hold a good amount of data. It is not that. It is also called the relationship database management system. You can control so many datas, by simply making the queries. You can extract the information. You can, so when you have a multiple data, in the different tables, it is very easy to handle those things using the queries. So I mean, you have a different purposes. So please go and learn it. And also for the reason that Access integrates with Excel pretty well, guys. If you know the Access VBA, you know the Excel VBA. Of course, you know the front part as well of Access and Excel. You can make such a wonderful projects actually. Okay, products means tools. You can make it. You can do whatever you want. There is so much of power, which you get if you know all these things. Right now, in this particular case, my student asked me that he has some book records. As you can see here, we have the book numbers 1501 and it ends at 20,500. What we want to do is, in this particular form which we have created, the moment I choose any book number, for example 1500, they want to get the numbers between the starting and the ending point, and this is what we have done. Now you can see that the number starts from 20451 and the number ends at 2500. If you go to your this table, the book table, this is what you get: 20,451 to 20,500. Automatically it is coming. If you go to this 1501, again the number will change and you have now 2501 to 2550, and this is what you should see here: 2501 to 2550. Right? So how we have done it, this is what I'm going to tell you. Okay, so guys, the first thing is that I have simply created these forms. I hope you know the forms, how to create it. If you do not know, you can go and check the Access Forms playlist which I had created long time back. You'll find some more videos there. Basically, in the Access, the forms are created without the VBA as well. You just need to go to the create and you click on this form design. When you click on the form design, so what I have done, I have used the combo boxes, the same combo boxes that you use in the Excel VBA also. So just click on this combo box. This is under design tool and just draw it like this. So I have created, just cancel this, we don't need anything. Just draw these all the two combo boxes. Okay, once you have done that, this is how the form looks like with two combo boxes. Okay, I have given the name as well, book ledger, and the page number, right? So that you can obviously go ahead and put it here, this information. When you draw the combo box, the name section also comes and you can write here whatever you want, book, let's say information. Okay, this is how the form looks like. If I click on the view, this is how the form is going to look like. So I first have created two combo boxes which are absolutely going to look like this, empty. Then what we did in the next step, what I did is, because you want to show your all the book ledgers, and the book ledgers are available in this table, which is a table called book ledger. Okay, and the book numbers basically we want to display there. So we have to link this combo box with the table, so that every time when you have any book number, any new book number entered here, that basically should go and update it. For example, if I go and write here let's see 1300 and I go and write here 1 to let's say 10, right? Let's say this is a new book number which I have added right now. So whenever I go and refresh this, for example, I refresh this, I click here, you see that this is 1300 is coming, and when I click here, automatically 1 to 10 are coming. Wonderful, right? So how we have done it, so you go to the design view of this. Okay, design view, obviously, because we want to go and put the coding here. So when you select this combo box, okay, let's go to the property sheet of this. In the property sheet, you see that what I have done in this data tab, in the row source property, I have made a query. What is a query? When you click on this button, this ellipsis button, you have this query which you can make. So I have made this query which is simple, which is a select query, a simple select query, where I'm trying to retrieve the book number, book ledger, actually book number field from the book ledger, and you can also run it in order to see how it looks like. So these are all you can see the book numbers are coming. So I've simply made the select query actually. Okay, this is a select query, as you can see, but where you have made it, that is important. We have made this in the row source. Why row source? Because in the combo boxes, if you have to put any information, you use the row source property. So in the row source, we are actually basically saying you can look at this query otherwise also. This is a simple select query that select the book number from book ledger table, right? This is a table name, book ledger dot book number. This is how we write the field names followed by the table name from the book ledger. So we just went here and we created the query. right? Or you can type in also. If you're a master in writing the SQL queries, you can also directly write this. There is no challenge, right? And this row source type, by default this remains as table and query, and since this is coming from a different table, right, this row source which we are capturing of this Combobox CMB book, you know, it's coming from the different table, so keep it please as a table and query, which is the by default option. Okay, now the thing is that this way what will happen if you do any changes in your, you know, in your this combo box, whenever you open this form, like when you open this form, you see that the book ledger information will always be there. This is the reason guys, because you have used the row source. So any number which we will enter here or we will edit here, that is going to automatically start reflecting here. Okay, so that's why you see all the book numbers over here. You got the point? This is what the row source functionality is doing. Now the important thing is the moment you change this to 501, you know, when we change this to 501 or when we change this to 1502, we want that this table should also change, as you can see here, right? This table, not the table but this combo box. So what you're supposed to do in this case, how will you make sure that this is going to, you know, change? So in that case what you will do is you will go in the design mode of this combo box, which has a name called combo 2, and here in the event of this, sorry, not in the event of this, but in the data tab, in the data tab of this combo box, first make sure you put this in the value list guys. I'll tell you the reason, but you know, when you click here you find here table query field list value list, so please make sure you should be on the value list. Okay, once you're done, close this. Now what we will do, important thing, we will again go back to the book ledger, this combo box. I click on the property sheet, and in the property sheet I click on the event, and in the event we will go in the on change event. As you can see here, there is some event which I have written. On change means, well, if you know the VBA events, Excel VBA events, same way Access also has its own events. Now we are saying that anytime when there is a change in this combo box, you have to do something. What is it? You just simply click on this button, and this is what I have done. The coding I have written here. Okay, this coding I have written here. Right now I want to tell you how this window comes. If you click on this, and if you, let's say, go to this event under that combo box, when you click on this, this is what you get. You want to build the ready-made macro, you want to bring build any query, or you want to directly write the VBA code. So you go in this, when you click OK, what happens, it takes you to the VBA window. As you can see here, this is basically my combo box 2 window, right? So that is how I actually had, I went to this combo box event, this event, that anytime when there is a change happens in my this book ledger combo box, this macro should run, this VBA code should run, not the macro. I click here, and this is what I have written here. Now what is it? This is a very small program, but indeed this is a very, very dynamic program. So let's go and talk about this. Okay, so guys, the first thing which I have done is I have created 3 variables. One is the start page, end page, and K. Okay, now forget about this line. Let me just cut this and put it here. We will talk about this. Now what we are trying to do, let me give you the idea. Now the first thing which you will do when you run this form, now when you in this form, let me put the break code here so that we can see. Now you see, whenever there is a change which is going to happen, let's say I change this to 1500, you see that immediately this macro will fire because the combo box is now undergoing a change. So what we will do, we will first of all make sure that the combo box should be clear. Okay, which combo box? Combo 2. This is the second combo box, guys. Now you know that your basically the combo box, the value in the combo box is 1500, which you have selected, and that is what I have put it here, me.cmp book.value, right? This is my first combo box, right, where I in the drop down I actually selected the 1500. So this is a DLOOKUP function, guys. In Access VBA we don't have a VLOOKUP, vertical lookup like in Excel we have, but DLOOKUP works the same way. Now what we are actually trying to do here is I want to find that what is the page start header, what is the page start number for my book number 1500. How are you going to check that? Obviously you need some lookup function. So there we go, there we have a dlookup function. Now when you write the dlookup function, how do you write it? You write expression as string. First of all, you have to write the field name. Which field name? Where you want to go and find it out. Now you know that we need the page start, so you will write the page start field. This is a field in the access table, okay? And then what is the next thing you want to do? Domain. What is a domain? Domain means table name. So this field exists in which table? You're gonna write here book ledger, book ledger, put it within the double quotes, and then there comes the important thing, the criteria. What is the criteria? Well, in the book ledger, under the field page start, I want to find what? I want to find the value of the page start. But how you gonna find it out? Then you write, look at this criteria. In the criteria, what we have written? We have written here that this is how we write the criteria. We have written that this criteria starts, this is the parameter, you can see here, that the book number equals to, put it within the double quotes and then join it with this combo box. Make sure you put these single quotes before and after the combo box, because this is how we write the syntax. Okay, so single quotes are coming here. So we are saying basically book number equals to what? 1500. So 1500, where is the book number 1500? It will fetch the 1500 for you and then it will return the page start number. So when you run this, you can see here this variable holds 20451. Wonderful. Similarly guys, when I want to check the page end, this page end, what I will do? Obviously I will go and use the dlookup now in the which field? In the page end field. Now I have changed the field because I need the page end value in the table book ledger, but with which criteria? Because there are so many page end here, which one I want, so this is what it is going to say, that the book number has to be equals to 1500. So wherever we find the book number as 1500, please capture the page end of that. So you will have your end page coming as 2500. Now here comes the very interesting part. Now you see, you have got the starting point 20,451. You have got the ending page 20,500. Now what are you supposed to do? You are supposed to now put all these values from 20,451 to 20,500. Whatever number comes between these two, all the numbers are going to be added in my combo box. 452, 453, 454, 20,000. How are we gonna do that? So what I've done is I'm simply running a loop for k equals to my start page 20,451 to 20,500. And how we add the items in the combo box? This is my combo 2, the second combo box. So you go ahead, when you write this, see, let's say the combo box, you can use the add item. I hope you know the user forms VBA, the basics of VBA, right? So this is how you can use the add item method. What it does, it keep on adding the items. Now here we are going to run this loop from this 20,451 to 20,500. So that means this loop will run n number of times, and every time it runs, what it is supposed to add, I'm simply using the k here. So the first time when it runs, it is going to add 20,451. The next time it is going to run, it is going to add 20,452, and then 20,453, and then 454, 455. And guys, this process keeps on running till the time you don't reach this 20,500. So I put the break code here, let me press F5, and finally you can see your k holds 20,501. So the loop will automatically exit, because you were supposed to run this only till 20,500. This is a basic loop, I have written it. I don't think so this is really should be the subject of the kind of the subject which needs a lot of understanding. No, this is very simple. I'm just trying to add the item, but the concept how we actually found the start page and the end page by using the dlookup in this table, that's really amazing. Okay, so now I go ahead and I simply just remove the break code from here, and let's go back to the our form here. Let me close this the book ledger, or maybe let's keep that so that we can cross check. Now I go and close this. Do you want to save the changes? Yes, I want to save the changes. So whenever you double click on this form, you find this is how the form looks like. Okay, so when the form looks like this, I click on the 1500 and then I go and click here. You see that I got all the numbers. Perfect. When you click on this 1300, right, let me just go and click on the 1300. You see that in the 1300, when I click here, I have my list coming here. Now there is a one problem which I'm not liking. Whenever you change the combo box, this number should also go and get removed. No doubt when you click here you have a new series, but this is giving a wrong impression. So this page number should also be removed whenever you change anything here. So maybe we can go to the design view and we can go back to our this coding which we have written. Let me select this combo box and let's go to the event procedure again. Though I tried to write this combo two dot row source equals to blank, but I think this is not how you should write. Instead of this, let's go and try that me combo, this combo 2 simply dot value equals to space. Can we go and check that? I think this is going to make the combo box blank. So let's go and again I click on the view, guys. Now I just close this first of all and I reopen the form. When I reopen the form, I select 1500 and I get all the values which are coming. You can see that all the values are coming. Great. So I go and first of all select something. Let's say I select 25.3. The moment I change this book ledger, my 25.3 should be removed. Look at this, guys. Wonderful. So now you have your page number is blank. When you click here, you find all the values. If I select this, if I go and select 1300, you see this is getting blank, and this is what we needed it right now. So now in this case, so what I find here is that there is a one problem. We have started getting the old numbers as well and the new numbers as well. Now 1300 actually was holding 1 to 10 number. If you look at this 1 to 10, but the problem is the previous start number and the end numbers are also they are adding. So that means the code which you have written here, this combo box dot value equals to blank, this is not working, guys. Now I was pretty much sure about this because a lot of people have they have raised their doubts on these parts, that whenever there is a change happens in the combo box, and if they go and select something like this and whenever they go and select something else, then this particular area gets blank, but at the same time this doesn't get removed. You can see that 2451 is not the series which belongs to 1300 because 1300 should ideally start from 1. So there is no point of keeping these numbers. We want this page number combo box should automatically change and show us only the page numbers which belong to 1300. So what is happening basically, if you look at this carefully, you know what, guys, when you change this, so when I select something here, for example I select here a number called this number, let's say 8 number, right? Now when you do any change in the combo box, no doubt this is getting removed, this is getting blank, but at the same time we don't need just this to be blank, but at the same time we want this old page number series should also be gone. Look at this, I show you. If I click here, look at this, you see that all the numbers are coming. 2500 is also coming and 2451, all the numbers are coming, right? So ideally, what is 2451? If you go to the book ledger, you see that 24451 should start from 2451 and should end at 2500. Okay, so if I show you this, look at this here. When I select this, 2451 is coming, right? And then 52, 53, 54, these are all the series coming. Let me scroll it down. 79, 78, 82, 87, 90. So we have this 500, but then why we are getting this 2451? This is wrong. You're getting this 2451 again. I mean, it's actually getting repeated, so there is something wrong. It should not be repeated. So what we are supposed to do here is, I'm just gonna uncheck this part as well. Combo 2 dot row source equals to blank. Okay, I'm using both these lines. Let me now show you what is going to happen. I select this 15. So let me first of all close this, or maybe let's go and save the changes. I save it, I refresh it, refresh all, Now I go and select, let's say, this 1300. Now when you click here, look at this. This is what we needed. You are not now seeing the previous combo box values here. We have only 1 to 10 value. Now if you go back to 1500, now you should not be able to see anything else but just these values, 2451. And then if I scroll it down, it should stop at 2500. Let us go and check that, right? So why I'm doing so much of testing, guys, because this is how you, when you work in the MIS, before you share your project with your team, you have to do all sort of these things. Now this is coming correct. Again I go back and let's say I select 1502. You see this is getting blank also. At the same time we start from 2551, and if I take you to my book ledger 1502, it starts with 2551 and it ends at 260. So here the last number which we should be getting here is 2600. So let me quickly scroll it down. You can see that there is no repetition coming and we have 260, right? So guys, this is what I wanted to tell you. This line is going to make your combo box blank, this combo box. But after you do that, you also want to make sure that the previous row source property which was coming, the list which was coming from the previous book ledger combo box, it should also be removed, because this is going to add the new series. Okay, so that's how you can actually make this pretty awesome code, right? So that's the end of this video. I'll see you very soon in my next video, guys.